Hi, I'm Jim Knotts, President and CEO of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Welcome to today's virtual reading of the names. 2022 marks the 40th anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. As part of our commemoration, we'll host an in-person reading of the names at the wall from November 7th through 10th, 2022, when all 58,281 names on the wall will be read aloud. In the lead up to that event, we'll be reading names each day online while sharing the photos of these heroes. For our daily virtual reading, the names of the service members will be read by month and day of death between the years 1956 and 1975 in alphabetical order for the given day. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Know that our readers are doing their best to honor these service members. We hope you'll listen and watch each day and share with others as we remember and honor those who gave their lives during the Vietnam War.
Edward Joseph Almeida, William Olin Anderson, Howard Vincent Andre Jr., Vernon Darrell Artis, Bishop Skip Baranowski, Jimmy O'Neill Barnes, Charles Elbert Beals, Donald Earl Baer, George Hutchinson Beasley, Ronald Eugene Beutler, Richard Craig Bram, Edward Lewis Bromley, Thomas Brooks Jr., Gene Wesley Brown, Vaughn Lee Brown, Paul Joseph Bruno, Dale Richard Biss, Robert Nelson Burroughs, Virgil Allen Calkins Jr., Patrick Richard Callahan, Russell Burton Carson, Charles Perry Chandler, Louis Lamar Clanton, Warren W. Cobley, Gerald Sella Colvin, James L. Cotton Jr., Merritt Thomas Cousins, Donald Lincoln Covington, James Norrie Crocker Jr., Stanley Joe Cruz, James Thomas Davis, William Grant Delvin, Craig Jesse DeVore, John Francis Dingwall, Pamela Dorothy Donovan, Gerald Dunn, Jack Orville Idle, Howard Lee Elder, Stanley Stewart Fenner, Tony Manuel Flores, Harold Leroy Frank, John Rosales Galabas, Robert Victor Gopinski, William Roger Garner, James Alex Guzdak, Salvatore Anthony Geluso, Bobby Lee Gentry, Wesley O'Neill Grant, Randolph Edwin Graves, Thomas Gregory Jr., Marion Tracy Griffin, Donald Lee Grubb, Lawrence Colburn Harrigan, Louis Hazel, William Robert Hopkins, Timothy Lewis Wren, Frank William Humes, Henry David Hunter, James Earl Hupp, Thomas Willard Hurlbut, Edward Daniel Jacobs Jr., Ronald Eugene Johnson, Anthony Kent Johnson, Perry Kennard Jones,
James Eldon Jordan Jr., Charles Darrell Kearney, Harvey Jr. Kinsey, Donald Harry Kaito, Donald Charles Kyle, Millard Wesley Lehman, Gary Dean Little, Ronald Lee Longenecker, Thomas Vincent Malloy, Daniel Joseph Maloney, James Holden Manning, Lee Ernest Marsh Jr., John David Martin, Samuel Wayman McDaniel II, Joseph F. McDermott III, Harry McEwing, Louis Junie McFarland, Larry Jean Moody, Charles Edward Moore Jr., George Leonard Mummert, John William Mersch, James David Nansell, William Leroy Nettle, Anthony Andrew Neville, Larry Lee Neacon, Henry Floyd Nugent Jr., Chester Melvin Ovnan, Thomas Brevard Owens, Jim Carey Page, Louis Fabian Peralez, Robert Walker Peterson, Herbert Lee Phelps, Wayne Carlisle Pashada, William Henry Pritchard, Mark Philip Rayford, John Shepard Reeves Jr., Richard Glenn Repole, Donald J. Reynolds, Charles Camille Roberts, Herbert Wallace Rowley, Charles Edward Schaefer, Russell Albert Schwartz, Ricky Leroy Scott, Roland Mike Scherados, Roy Lee Singletary, William Edward Sisley, James Elmo Sizemore, John Darrell Skirvin, Jim L. Smith, Herbert Smith Jr., Douglas Soward, Randall Jean Sowers, John Flanagan Spangler, Stefan Zygmunt Stilinski, Alan Ralph Stroud, James Joseph Sussmeyer, Donald Bruce Thompson, John Calvin Todd, Robert Francis Towns Jr., William Irvin Turner Jr., Jesse Updegrove, James Lloyd Vaughn, Robert J. Voss, Anthony Voltaggio, John Lanier Wadsworth, Walter Lewis Walker, Howard Clayton Williams, Thomas Leslie Wilson, Jimmy Ray Young.